Good day, everyone.
I was born and raised in Detroit. Growing up there, I saw people like me running things.
This is a courtroom, not a circus, so we're gonna calm down.
I'm sorry.
What I found there was a passion that I didn't know existed.
This is the bottom line.
I'm excited to free fall into the limitless possibilities with we the people. So many are fearful of the law. They think it's something that works against them.
I think you need to begin to accept responsibility for your mistakes.
We are the people.
Jillian House claims her baby shower went awry once strippers and their stripper poles crashed her party. Ellen Samuels says the plaintiff should have ended her event on time.
All rise. Court is now in session. The Honorable Judge Lauren Lake presiding.
You may be seated. Good morning, Sean. Good day, everyone.
Good day.
This is the case of House versus Samuels. Ms. House, you're suing Ms. Samuels for $2,500 for a baby shower you say she ruined.
Yes.
Tell
correct.
the court what happened.
So essentially what happened was I hired Miss Samuels for an event planner because she worked on my wedding as an assistant wedding planner about 2 years prior.
So you worked with her before?
Yes, I have.
Okay.
And I got very close to her and trusted her work throughout that experience. I told her about the nature of my family and them being very conservative, and I thought that because of all of the attention to detail that she brought to that wedding, I hired her again for my baby shower. Unfortunately, things did not turn out as planned because she brought strippers and a stripper pole to my baby shower.
What?
Yes.
No.
You brought
No.
a stripper and stripper poles to a baby shower, Ms. Samuels?
Your Honor, it was pole instructors. I did not bring strippers or stripper poles to her baby shower.
It's essentially the same thing.
No, I did not.
Well,
No, I
wait a
didn't.
minute now.
No.
That didn't make good sense. You brought them there?
No, Your Honor, what happened was I had an event after her event. I made accommodations for her because the place that she was going to have it originally, something happened. I don't know what happened. So I made accommodations so that we can have it at the venue that I already had an event at.
Okay,
But she was
pause. Ms. House, you had another venue at first?
Yes, so what happened was my friend just offered up her home to me to throw as my baby shower, one of the gifts that she wanted to give me. But unfortunately, a matter of days before the baby shower, we found out that the house was infected with termites.
Ew.
Yeah, exactly. So essentially, I told Miss Samuels what the situation was and tried to see if we can get another venue. And because of the last minute arrangements, we were able to find some accommodations with a venue that she suggested
All
herself.
accommodations.
And you paid the venue a deposit?
Yes, yes.
Do you
I
have a
did.
contract or anything from this venue?
Yes, yes. It's
Let me
right
see
here.
that. Sean, can I see that?
And also enclosed in those
Thank you.
documents also are at least one picture from the baby shower that had strippers and stripper poles in the background of the middle of me opening up gifts.
I'm sorry to laugh.
I understand
Your
it sounds
But
ridiculous.
that visual you just gave me, I didn't even get to the picture yet, but Lord,
Your Honor,
It's a little
they
ridiculous.
were opening gifts at 7 p.m. Her event was over at 5. The reason why the stripper poles were there was because we had to start preparing for the event that started at 8. Her and her guests was supposed to leave at 6 p.m. I extended it an extra hour. Due to the rain, we had to move everything from outdoor to indoor, so I gave her an extra hour. Mind you, me and my team is the one who took everything from outside, moved it inside. I talked to the venue. I said, okay, we can extend it an extra hour. I extended it an extra hour. She was still in the venue at 7 p.m. opening gifts with
So
her
you're
family and
saying
friends.
it's your testimony that the shower ran way past when it was supposed to be
Yes.
there. So you were hired to be the baby shower planner.
Correct.
All right. And you also were in charge of this next event at 8
Correct.
o'clock.
Correct.
Did you make Ms. House aware that at 8 p.m. I am having a party with strippers?
I didn't let her know that it will be pole instructors there because I don't share.
So it's not strippers,
No.
it's pole instructors.
It's pole
So it's
instructors.
a pole dancing class.
Yes, so a part of the birthday party, they wanted pole instructors to instruct the guests, so I hired pole instructors.
I want to get back to you, Ms. House.
Yes.
Did you know, was it made clear to you that
Don't lie.
at about 7 o'clock, I have to set up for a birthday party where there will be pole dance instructors? Was that made clear to you?
No, it was not, Your Honor. So what happened was, because of the rain delay, we initially had scheduled for the event to be outdoors. And because of the rain and because of the guests arriving late due to the rain, I talked to Ms. Samuels about potentially just letting the baby shower go a little bit longer
1 hour.
accommodate.
1
to
hour.
accommodate for the setup delay and for the rain delay.
From 2 to 5, then you moved from 2 to 6 because it took people a while because of the rain delay, and you were supposed to have it outside.
Yes, the setup
Okay.
took over an hour as well. And so I feel like just to get the whole time that I paid for, I talked to Ms. Samuels and to see if we could get more time as an extension to accommodate for the baby shower.
Coming up.
She did not inform me, however, that there were going to be strippers and stripper
But I
poles.
let you know that there was an
And
event
on top
coming.
of that, because of the prior experience that I had with her, with my family at the wedding, she already knew the conservative nature of my family.
And later,
She initially was hesitant, but she wanted to do me a favor.
So what's this about a favor, Miss Martin? Why are we doing favors for people that really need their prescription? I'm not understanding what the favor is about.
Yeah, I will explain, Judge.
we're back with the case of Jillian House, who blames Ellen Samuels for strippers at her baby shower.
This is my first baby shower. It's my first baby. It took a lot to get to this point. I really just entrusted Ms. Samuels to accommodate everything and to take care of it. Now, when she told me about the extension and how that was okay, she did not inform me, however, that there were going to be strippers and stripper
But I
poles.
let you know that there was an
And
event
on top
coming.
of that, because of the prior experience that I had with her, with my family at the wedding, she already knew the conservative nature of my family.
What were you told about the event, or did you feel like you just had all the time in the world?
Well, the only reason why it ran later is because I had already talked to her about the nature of the rain delay. I also thought that she would understand that this would be some information that was worth noting.
What time did you finally leave? What time was the shower finally over?
Almost 7:30.
It was not almost 7:30.
It was
We were
almost
wrapping up around 7.
Your Honor, they were just unwrapping gifts at 7 p.m.
That is not true.
So what time do you say it was over, Miss House?
It was over around 7 by the time that everything was packed up and we were leaving.
Your Honor, during the event, I was also letting her know, let's keep things moving. Let's start to wrap it up because I do have another event. Instead, she wanted to parlay with her family and friends. They took forever to open the gifts. We ran out of food. It was only supposed to be 50 people. It was 85 plus. They were in and out of in the kitchen when my team was in there grabbing things, doing it was a lot going on at this event. And I feel like I was more than accommodating for the situation. Again, she only gave me an extra $500. There's no venues in
So
California.
she did give you an extra $500 for the extra time she ran?
No, that was for the venue. That was the venue price. Originally, it was $2,000 without the venue.
Okay.
And then when I found her a venue, it was an extra $500. Well, when I brought her to the venue, I was already at.
So what I need to know, Miss House, is why do you think Miss Samuels owes you $2,500? Your assertion is what? Why are you owed $2,500? Why do you want your money back, pretty much?
Well, essentially, I feel like the end of my baby shower was ruined. She didn't inform me, like I said, of the strippers and the stripper poles. I hired personally a professional photographer to take pictures, and in the middle of opening up gifts, we have half naked women.
All right.
How
So
was
you
it before?
feel like your shower was ruined because
Yes.
the end took a nosedive in
Yes.
terms of environment and decorum.
Yes, and not only with that being the only memory that really is essentially taken from the baby shower. Now my mother-in-law is not speaking with me because
Why?
Because of she thinks I have a lack of good judgment based off of the fact that there were strippers at my baby shower, and she's not talking to me. This has caused a whole rift in my marriage, and I'm getting looks at church.
But the issue becomes, is your baby shower ruined because there was another previously planned event that was taking place that was contrary to, I would guess, the environment you would think would be conducive to a baby shower?
Yes.
That's, at the end of the day, the question.
Yes.
And what I'm hearing you say is you were embarrassed, Your mother-in-law was embarrassed. They got angry with you. But at the end of the day, your planner really saved you because you had no venue, because the person that offered up the venue could not do it because of this termite issue. The services work performed to completion and beyond.
Yes,
And I do not think it would have been appropriate for her to tell the next event that they could not start on time because your event was running late.
Yes, I understand.
Have you ever heard the phrase, beggars can't be choosers?
Yes, I have, Your Honor.
Have you?
I feel badly that you were embarrassed, that your family was uncomfortable, and that you are suffering in the relationship with your mother-in-law. But the truth is that this court has determined that the event planner, Ms. Samuels, has done everything she possibly could. And look, there was an act of God. Rain is an act of God. She couldn't control that, and neither could you. If you were all outside, you would have never seen this. Was this at a place where they had to walk, or could they walk outside without ever coming inside? Did they ever have to come through?
Yes.
They would have had to come through to see the pole, people on the pole anyway to leave?
Yes.
Yes.
So you weren't going to avoid that view even if it was outside?
Yes, they would have had to see.
The only thing you could have done was to end on time, which unfortunately you couldn't because of the act of God, which is the rain. It has been determined by this court, judgment for the defendant. I hate that happened to you, baby, but such is life. Just laugh at it.
All rise.
Judge Lake has ruled in favor of the defendant. The plaintiff's case is dismissed.
I will never hire you again. This speaks to your character. Thank you very much.
You're welcome very much.
Litigants may now exit court.
Coming up,
The second prescription was different from the original. She should have known better than to leave me to my own vices and to convince her.
So when
But-
did you become a victim instead of a person intentionally asking someone to get you a prescription on a prescription that's already expired?
network featuring dynamic judges and live legal programming,
Well, we're not at your school, we're in my courtroom.
unique court shows,
Where is any information about the company?
live legal news,
That's what you should have done.
and a commitment to justice.
Either you tried or you did it.
The next generation of court programming in one dynamic network. Justice Central. You're watching Justice Central. Stay tuned. You're watching Justice Central. You're watching We the People with Judge Lauren Lake. Alvin Reyes claims faulty new eyeglasses are the reason he sideswiped a mailbox. Clara Martin says Mr. Reyes knew his prescription was expired, but wanted the glasses anyway.
Good day, everyone.
Good day.
This is a case of Reyes versus Martin. Mr. Reyes, you are suing Ms. Martin for $1,800. You say that she gave you the wrong prescription, which causes you to not be able to see.
That's correct, Your Honor.
All right, explain to the court what happened.
Me and Miss Martin, we met at a mutual friend's house. She came highly recommended, so we arranged a time to meet the next day. We arranged to meet at 1:30 p.m. I come into her store. Once she got there, I told her that my prescription had expired, but I still need to get this done because I'm a construction worker and I drive. So the thing that's important to me is making sure that my eyesight is in order. She initially was hesitant, but she wanted to do me a favor.
So what's this about a favor, Ms. Martin? Why are we doing favors for people that really need their prescription? I'm not understanding what the favor is about.
Yeah, I will explain, Judge. He told me that he had an expired prescription, and I said, I don't think I can fill that for you. And he explained to me that he had gotten the prescription over a year before, but that at the time he could only afford to pay for the doctor and not for the glasses. And so he had waited until the very last moment to fill the prescription, and would I do him this favor? And I said no, because I'm not supposed to do that, and plus I don't know if his prescription has changed over the past year. However, he kept insisting that I fill the glasses.
Coming up,
You decided to do something that you knew was inappropriate.
I sort of just didn't think straight, and I filled the prescription against my better judgment.
We're back with a dispute between Alvin Reyes and Clara Martin, who are arguing over inadequate eyeglasses.
So you decided to do something that you knew was inappropriate.
Yes, ma'am. Sort of just didn't think straight, and so I filled the prescription against my better judgment. But I did tell him at that time, I asked him, have your eyes changed at all in the past few months or in the past year? Do you see exactly the same as you did before? And he said yes.
But isn't that the reason why a prescription would have an expiration date?
Yes, ma'am. He was desperate because he needed the glasses to work.
There's obviously been some type of damages.
Yes.
What happened as a result of her filling this expired prescription?
Well, after she filled it, she gave me a 72-hour period for the glasses to come in. I come in and get the glasses. I'm out. I'm thinking everything's taken care of. Everything on the road looks good. I'm not having an issue. I'm driving. I didn't even realize there was an issue until I couldn't see the address of where I was going. I turned the corner. Once I turned the corner, my car, the side of the car, hits the mailbox. There's a big scratch on the side. And now I'm not only responsible for repairing the car, but I'm now responsible for the damage to the mailbox.
Okay.
And I expect her to reimburse me for that.
Because you feel like it was the wrong prescription.
After the accident, I went back to get another prescription, and I realized that the second prescription was different from the original. She should have known better than to leave me to my own vices and to convince her.
Judge Lake's verdict when We the People returns.
So when did you become a victim instead of a person intentionally asking someone to get you a prescription on a prescription that's already expired? When did that happen? Because I missed that transformation where you went into a victim.
Yes, that was my fault for convincing her to do it.
Oh!
But
His words.
Did we just give a ruling, Mr. Reyes?
Your Honor.
I think I heard it was my fault. It is clear to me that, Mr. Reyes, what you did by insisting that she help you, which is what you did, is you put your own self at risk. However, what you did, Ms. Martin, is completely and wholly wrong. And you understand that. There is no way you should have been messing around with an expired prescription.
Yes.
For that reason, both of you all are liable for the damages here. And so I'm only going to award $900 to the plaintiff on his reward. You all need to split these damages. Judgment for the plaintiff for $900. Court is adjourned.
Judge Lake has ruled in favor of the plaintiff. The defendant owes $900.
You know, if I told you that you drank, none of this would happen.
You should have paid the whole thing.
What?
Should have paid the whole thing.
I don't know if you were drunk or not.
You may now exit the courtroom.